Space Odyssey. Definitely watch Ad Astra.
Okay.
Do you like?
It's been on my list for a while. I just haven't gotten a chance to watch it.
Do you guys like Gravity? Do you like Gravity, Chris?
Yeah, no. I liked it in the theater. I don't think.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, no.
yeah, and no. Like, it's not the same
I wish I
level,
could
like,
rewind that back. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, you can. You have the capability.
Slow it down.
Part is I saw it in 3D and IMAX. Fun film. Watched it at home. Like, no, I'm good.
Also has that anxiety feeling there, like where it's like a bit much.
Not as much as Dunkirk did for me, though.
Yeah, Dunkirk with that goddamn ticking, man, with the clock.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like your nerves are just fucking like teetering.
Mm-hmm.
Teetering.
It's just like, But no, I like Gravity. It's just not. It's not up there.
All right.
I'm trying to think of another good sci-fi. That's. I don't know. Sunshine's good.
I wouldn't say this is good, but have you seen Event Horizon?
Yeah, that's like one of my first intro to sci-fi a long time ago.
Super like body.
Sam Neill, Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, body
Which
horror.
one is that?
Event Horizon.
It's 90s, right? I think.
Yeah, I believe it's on Hulu.
They're like,
It's on
here's this science fiction film. Psych, it's like Hellraiser.
It's
Actually,
like a horror.
Okay, yeah, right.
Because they go through the loophole, they go through a dimension and it looks like they went through hell. And that little clip of a video, you're like, scarred me for life. It's like, holy crap. Speaking of that, have you guys seen Lost in Space on Netflix?
Yes.
I really enjoyed that.
Did you like the second season?
I did.
Okay. I did too. It sucks that this next season coming out is the last one.
So they confirmed they're doing a third one at least?
Yeah, they said the third season is going to be the last one, but I guess the directors had mentioned also that I guess he either has a verbal agreement or he's working on a contract with Netflix to expand his directing to other things on Netflix. So he said, expect more things from him at least.
Well, that one show that I didn't like with Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica. The Afterlife or Another Life, whatever, that sci-fi one where that spaceship lands on Earth and they go investigate it. They take off to another something. Oh man, I forgot what it's called now. Another Life?
It's a movie or a show?
No, it's a show. It's Another Life. I didn't finish it. It's like on episode 8, but it got picked up for another season 2.
Oh, it was a Netflix show, right?
Yeah.
Didn't I wreck that before?
You wrecked it before.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I had to look up. I have
It's
to
coming up for a second season. I'm like, really? That one?
I liked it, yeah. I understand, yeah.
But it's cheap to make. You're stuck in a studio.
Yeah, the set doesn't change, so.
What's going to be interesting is that everything's shut down production. We're going to run through everything. We're not getting anything new for a while. The closest thing we'll get new is the animation. So, speaking of Rick and Morty, last 5 episodes of the seasons drop next month.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know. So excited.
They're still making new seasons of that, though, right? Because I know...
I think they signed on to do like 90 or something like that.
Yeah.
No, they locked him in finally.
So crazy.
So, at least they're going to have at least 100 episodes total. Because that's what you want for syndication and everything.
Syndicated, yeah.
Yeah. So, which doesn't really exist anymore, but especially for a cartoon like that. So, Swan Facts, what are we doing?
Yeah, we got some. Let's do it.
Swan Facts.
All right, Swan Facts. Shout out to Vic.
Yeah.
Anna Norris. All right, Anne Hathaway actually ended up with hypothermia while shooting some of this.
So for the water scenes?
Yeah, I think
She's in a spacesuit. Boo-hoo. But wait, hold on. She got hypothermia and cold water. Does she deserve an Oscar too, Wes?
Oh.
What? Damn, I feel attacked right now.
No, she got an Oscar for shaving her head and crying at the same time. Do that to any girl. Do that to me. I get an Oscar. I'll cry.
All right, Chris. The
Hypothermia for the girl who's all crying about it.
Yep.
That's where you left off.
Yep. As James said at the top of the show, the film is grounded in a lot of real science and based on physicist Kip Thorne's research. He was a consultant throughout the film's production as well. The visual effects team actually developed a new technology in order to recreate the wormhole and black hole that was as close to the real thing as you can get. Some individual frames taking over 100 hours to render.
Wow.
I think they actually developed a new technology so that they could actually get it to look authentic, which is pretty wild. You still there?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a massive waste of money because how do we know it's authentic?
It's kind of like how James Cameron insisted that the Titanic was from top to bottom, every spoon, every cup was legit, legit to the real Titanic, but nobody knows what it looked like. So
yeah. You only hear about the people that are successful when they're that anal. You don't hear about all the failures.
Right.
How much money was wasted.
Yeah. Another good example of that is Kubrick. He was like super hard to work with because he was so meticulous with all the small little shit that he wanted to put in there.
I listened to an audiobook that's like 20 plus hours of about one of Kubrick's assistants. And was it Antonio? Some Italian assistant that he met when he was in Italy. No, I forgot because he kept saying, it was the guy who read it did it like perfectly because he wanted to quit over and over again because Kubrick worked him to the bone. And he goes, it ends with an O. He's like, Antonio, you don't want to leave me. Was it more money? I'll give you more money. Like the guy who read it kept saying it over and over again. And he's like, no, I got a family. I need to spend time with them. They can move here and with me here. You can see them every day.
Oh, my God.
And so the way they painted Kubrick was that he was like the chick in Devil Wears Prada. That much of a hard worker, like all that.
Yeah.
But nice, too.
Okay.
Like, he goes, don't leave. I need you. Like, bring the family here. If that's what you want to really worry about. Have them stay with us. Listening to that made me appreciate Kubrick way more than I did. And so, just as an artist, and that too, he said that he never trusted Spielberg. Because how can he trust anyone that make a movie within a year, let alone 2? Because he took so long to make a film. And so, I'll get to the. Sorry to interrupt you, Wes, but this is a really good story. AI. Stanley Kubrick was working on doing. He was going to do AI, but Spielberg ended up doing later after Kubrick died. Mm-hmm. So he did that. One of Spielberg's favorite movies of Kubrick is The Shining. So now fast forward to Ready Player One. Mm-hmm. The Shining scene in that movie, not in the book. That was specifically put there. I know Spielberg put that there on purpose to use that, and it made me tear up. I just got done listening to that book. Like he was doing this for his friend.
That's cool.
It was, yeah. So,
to me, that's arguably the best part of the movie.
It was amazing. And then I think I told Wes this, but I saw Dr. Sleep and loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was fantastic. And I want to tell you the name of the book in case anyone wants to listen to it. It is not on my list. What the fuck? Stanley Kubrick and Me. Emilio. That's his name.
Yeah.
Emilio. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick and Me. Definitely worth a read or listen if you get a chance. But yeah.
Very nice. I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah. Sorry, Wes. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay. I love it's awesome veering off on stories like that. That's what this is all about, I think. But continuing on, the film features the most footage ever used at once for the 70 millimeter format. Probably because he's shot for so long.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I know they use a bunch of different like lenses and things that don't even really exist. Like they just kind of like MacGyvered shit together to shoot certain things. It's pretty wild.
You know, Kodak's just loving him. Keep us in business.
The wormhole located near Saturn is also seen in the same place for Man of Steel, which was produced by Nolan and his studio Syncopy.
So they have the wormhole. He gets shot out of that.
Mm-hmm.
The Man of Steel.
Yep.
Recycle footage. Michael Bay.
Matt Damon does make an appearance in the film, but his role was kept completely secret until the release of the film. He has a similar role in The Martian, which would come out the following year in 2015.
Yeah, that's what surprised me too. Like, he's doing 2 space movies?
Yeah.
Who would do that?
That was almost like a, hey, like, I feel like that was an inside joke or something, because anybody could have done that. It didn't have to be Matt Damon. And for him to be lost on Mars next, it's just like, what? Like, this is too close to home.
What I'm curious about is if you notice his costume. It was mostly brown.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he was in the spacesuit, it had a little more of the orange tint, almost like Mars.
Yeah.
But I was wondering what the purpose would have been for the brown part. Like, you know, there's some kind of underline to it.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be interesting to know what it would be.
His ship was sent 10 years before them, right?
I thought maybe it was just a color coding for that group, like the group he was with, or maybe?
Yeah, maybe. No, I was talking more like when they wake him up and he's got the hoodie on.
Oh.
It's all brown.
Yeah.
All very earth tone.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah. So, I know there's a reason. I'd like to know it, but that's a deep cut I'm not going to investigate.
The character of Murph was originally intended to be a boy in the early drafts of the film. Spielberg was actually, funny that you bring him up, he was originally attached to direct this, but dropped out.
Nolan's writing?
Yeah, actually. I think, so what happened was, the physicist and one of the producers, they had their spec script or whatever, and then they hired, what's his name, Jonathan Nolan, the brother, to do the full script. And then that's when Spielberg came on, and then Spielberg did the thing where he moved DreamWorks from Paramount, so then he dropped off, and that's when I think Nolan came on to co-write, basically rewrite some stuff.
You said they wrote this in 2006, right?
2007, yeah.
So that's before The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Post Batman Begins. How much money do these physicists make if they could afford Jonathan Nolan to write?
I have no idea. I guess they pitched it pretty fucking whatever it was pretty well.
Yeah, that's nuts. Rich get richer, man. Right? Mm-hmm. They got all the coronas.
They can afford the vaccines.
I don't think Spielberg would have done a good job on this.
Nah, yeah. I would agree with that.
I think Spielberg is aging out with the new technology.
What do you mean by that?
If you give him too much CG, he's not good. If you give him none, he's great. If you give him a little, he's good.
So he doesn't have the balls to say, like, no, I'm going to stick to my original format.
No, not even that. So, like, his best descendant, or the best person that would be under his wing is JJ, who can mix both of them equally well.
Mm-hmm.
He can't mix both of them well. He did when it was a brand new concept with Jurassic Park and things like that, but he still used animatronics.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not there yet. Even in a Bridge of Spies or whatever that movie was, the CG they used in there still looked like CG. Like, come on. We know it's a spy plane and everything, but it looks very gameish. I just don't think either the company he hires to do it, or he doesn't have the eye to see it well enough.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that's his. I think he's just aging out of that. That's all. He probably still has a great. He still is. He's one of the greatest. He's like the Godfather of film. But blockbusters too. It's just